Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Music Tips and Reviews with JG. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. I thought I'd do more videos like this. I feel like it's more personal. I feel like it's more personal for my channel. I know I usually do like the edits and the setup and everything, but I like it more like this so I can get more personal and just talk to you all. I thought about today. Cause I listened to albums, while I was cleaning up last night, albums that really influenced me, especially being a music producer and songwriter, progressing, as far as music is concerned. Thinking about the top two R&B albums that that really influenced me when I started producing and songwriting, not necessarily my top R&B albums, but these are two albums that really inspired me, when I was creating music. And these two albums, and I'm gonna pick a male and a female album, but ladies first. Ladies first. I want to start with my female R&B album, because the reason I'm doing R&B right now because it's like my favorite. I love gospel, but I love R&B because it's just really express love. R&B doesn't always have to be sexual. It can just be talking about a relationship. It can be talking about a breakup, and that's what I love about R&B. It can be vulnerable, but I think we kind of straying away from the vulnerability aspect of R&B as time progresses. But I feel like the R&B album, the female R&B album that really influenced me as a producer, as a creator, is Full Moon. Brandy Full Moon is my female R&B album that really influenced me as a producer. I remember living with my parents when the album. Well, I got the album a few years later after the album came out, because I was more into Never Say Never at the time. I didn't hardly hear a whole lot about Full Moon. This was around 06, 07. So I got it way after, Aphrodisiac came out. I don't think Human came out yet. But that was when the record stores was huge. I went to FYE. If y'all know FYE, if y'all on the East Coast, FYE, they had, a thing where you can go in and listen to the album, listen to samples of the album. And I said, I never heard Full Moon before, the whole album. I heard Full Moon, the self-titled song. I heard What About Us, but I never heard the whole rest of the album. And so I went in there and I listened to some cuts from the album, and I was just so blown away by the production. Shout out to Rodney Jerkins. Shout out to Warren Campbell, Keith Crouch, the Crouch brothers. They did one track up there. Mike City, Full Moon. So yeah, Full Moon is my top, female album that really inspired me as a music producer and songwriter. So that's my female one. Shout out to LaShawn Daniels as well, and Fred Jerkins. That whole Dot Child camp, that whole Dot Child team really put their foot in that album. And I heard that Brandy had fought for Full Moon, the song Full Moon. And so because the label and the people that was behind the album, they really didn't want that song on the album, because Dot Child really had a full, he had a lot of control over the Brandy projects because he was so successful with Never Say Never. And so Mike City tells the story where Brandy loved the song itself, Full Moon, so much that she named the whole album Full Moon. So I thought that was a great insider thing that I heard him say. But going to my male R&B album. You all know I'm from the church. Those that follow me on this channel. And Tank, Sex, Love, and Pain. And y'all know Tank is from the church as well. He's from the church. And that album really inspired me. It's like he blended gospel riffs and runs, vocal things in there that, you know, you have to really catch. And just his tone. He always been one of my favorite male R&B artists, Tank. And just that album really influenced me. Shout out to the Underdogs. They were one of my other favorite R&B production teams. They're incredible, the Underdogs. But Sex, Love, and Pain was an incredible album. Like like Full Moon, I heard this album a little bit after it came out, like a year or two after it came out, because I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't a huge Tank fan before I heard Sex, Love, and Pain. I think because they played Please Don't Go. They played that out on the radio. And so I wasn't a real huge Tank fan at the time. I remember in 2001, I think, 2000, Maybe I Deserve came out. It was an okay song. It was a pretty good song. But I wasn't like a huge fan of that song, really, when it came out. But when I heard the whole Sex, Love, and Pain, just the way his vocals is, the way you can hear that he has a church backgrounds, the harmonies. He's really influenced by the Commission, Mitchell Jones, Fred Hammond, all those. Fred Hammond, I can hear Fred Hammond influence as well. And the thing I love about Tank is his placements with his runs. He don't just run. It's a lot of artists out here these days. They're great singers, but they have a hard time going back to the melody. And that's what I appreciate about Tank, is that he's very skillful with his vocals, But going back to Full Moon though, my favorite songs up there is, of course, Full Moon, All in Me. I think a lot of people don't really give a lot of credit to that song, All in Me. There's a lot of great songs up there, but they my favorite songs up there. I thought Anybody was produced by Timbaland. It sounded like a Timbaland song, but yeah, All in Me and Full Moon are my favorite songs up there. I think they're really my favorite song. What About Us is good, but I think I like the way All in Me switches to like a different groove in the middle of the song. I thought that was dope. The way Rodney, and When You Touch Me is one of my favorite ballads. When You Touch Me, I forgot about that song. So those are my three on Full Moon. But going back to Sex, Love, and Pain, my favorite songs up there is, of course, the intro. That intro on Coldest. That was dope. What's it? Heartbreaker. Heartbreaker is my other favorite song on that album, and My Body on that album. Those my three that I like. I like When, and I like Wedding Song, but I think those three, the Coldest intro, My Body, and Heartbreaker, are my top on Sex, Love, and Pain album. So those are two top R&B albums that I love, male and female. So leave a comment. Let me know what's your favorite. Male and female R&B album that really inspired you. But those are not my top my favorite of all time. But those are the ones that actually inspired me as a songwriter producer when I started. So appreciate y'all for tuning in. Yeah, I say I do more videos like this to be more personal. And yeah, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Please subscribe to my channel, Music Tips and Reviews with JG. All right, peace.